Jesus, take the wheel. How is there more? The thing is, we should end this tonight. God, I'm willing. How much more suffering do I have to see? How much more? Like, for God's sake. Screw it, I forgot my tequila. Hang on. Dear Lord. Okay. Hopefully we can be done with this today. I don't even know what to say anymore. Screw it. Keep on rolling. We're almost there. I've almost done 50 saves. Jesus. Let's make decaf cooled. Yes, it is. That's nice, at least. That's one thing that's going to go right. I don't want to click that. I don't want to see what's in the void. I don't want to see what's down there. Let's rip the Band-Aid and get this done. I don't want to. Oh, that's a nice screen. I like that screen. And by like that screen, I already want to scream. Uh-huh. Hey, what's in the void? What's in the void? I don't want that answer, actually. What else could there actually be? You know what? We've gone... Everyone suffered in every way possible, actually, now that I think of it. It's like, what's even left at this point? Like... What could there even be? I'm genuinely asking. Because I don't know anymore. I genuinely don't know anymore. Ugh, come on. Let's just get it done. Depending what happens, I might pull something off to ease the pain. Next thing I know, I'm sinking into a vast void. Cool. Darkness cuffs my hands and legs, restricting my movement. Cool. Inches of the past I kept buried away for so long stream. Uh-huh. Isn't how I wanted it to happen. Yeah. Yeah. Not coming from my own mouth, but being laid bare for all to see without my... Yeah. Oh, that's a lovely... I put my tequila to the shelf over there and I shouldn't have. Wasn't how I wanted her to find out about my secret. Shameful history. Yeah. Honestly, I think you went through more shit than she probably did. Like, Jesus. I don't even know what this... I warn you. I mean, she did. She really did. Told you didn't want to reclaim your old self. Simply let it be. You wouldn't be here now, forced to relive it all. Now do you understand? Yeah. Tale I spun behind the fourth door was as much for you as it was for her. There you were a young man with a sad fate. But you met a wonderful woman, fell in love with her, and then died in the arms of tragedy. I mean, that's still not good. I don't know if I'd call it better. Sequence of events is not far from the truth, but I was able to turn into something enchanting and beautiful. Got rid of all the nasty little details. Ugliness, body troubles, all that. Doesn't seem a bit unfair, Michelle. We passed unfair. How many streams ago? Tore down the walls around Giselle's heart, around her past. Wanted to keep your own nice and safe and hidden away. Honestly, considering what he went through, I can't say I can argue with it. Like, holy shit. She has every right to be upset. You're afraid she wouldn't accept you, were you not? And that's precisely what happened. Can you honestly blame her? Truth you kept hidden away is not something most would be able to accept. Yeah. Prince came riding in to save her. Yeah. Shut up, bitch. Just shut up. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, that's enough. Like, this ain't enough. Yeah, no kidding. That's enough. Let it stay buried, please. Stop this. I don't want to see anything to do with it. Sad little creature you are. I mean, he lived a life like that. Tomato and eggs. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. I'm trying to decide what we might do after this. Because I don't think I want to do any reading. I think I want to do intense violence or something thinking. So I'm kind of just wondering what I want to get done. Because we're going to finish this tonight. I don't care if I have to stay up all till like 1 in the morning. I'm going to be done with this. I've seen enough pain for like the month. A woman in this world would have any interest in you. Yeah, that's sad. Surround yourself with a layer upon layer of walls. Well, I've got all the stuff I have installed. I hate to say it, but I kind of want to try Crusader Kings 3 because I found a cool mod that interests me. Which is a scary thing. Because I know CK3 is a rabbit hole made of rabbit holes. But yeah, I found a couple of things with that look cool. But yeah. Cover yourself with this patchwork, barely held together quilt of masks. And it's the only thing keeping you together. Frailest one of all. The weakest. Yeah. It's about time you accepted that. Stop trying to fight it. No, you're more broken. Is that so? Yeah. Let's proceed with the tale. Could we not? Is there really more? Are you fucking kidding me? Face the one you hate most in the world, yourself. Oh. Alright. Weakness, your ugliness. Face it in despair. I started despairing long before this. I mean, who else knows how to kick the shit out of me other than myself? So that's fair. All you're showing me is red. I don't like that. Can I get a pretty blue instead? Don't. Once again, my undesirous wish is completely irrelevant. Past rolls out before me once more. Which is exactly right. Despise the man I was then. Teeming with vain hope and foolish dreams. Rather pretend that part of me never existed. Of course not. Dragged back into the life I once lived. Pleas for mercy. Fading into dark nothing. But yeah, I was looking at stuff on that I have installed, and there are things I'd like to get to, but I need to look. Couldn't remember how long it had been since the capital had disappeared into the distance. Oh, right. Because his mom went crazy and tried to get him killed. Well, no, it was his dad that lost his goddamn mind, and his brothers got him out. Disappeared in the distance, but I've been on the road for some time now. Long since left paved roads behind, the carriage rocked back and forth as it proceeded down the road dirt path. Hours stared through the window and unfamiliar scenery flowed past. Eventually, a fog settled over the area, making it difficult to discern night from day. Oh, cool. The bad house. Made our way through dark, dense woods. Beyond them, like the world fading into view after a dream, a mansion appeared before us. We should have burned this place to the ground when we saw it. Holy... Windows were either shuttered or boarded, encasing the house in darkness. The way it felt like all I had done was move from one prison to a much larger one. Yeah. Briefly, I thought they had possibly been sealed to keep anyone from seeing me inside, but my coming here was very recent development. More likely than the house had been in this condition when it was initially purchased. Quite the piece of property my father had found himself with. Yeah, you bought the house where there were... You bought a house where a nun... Jesus Christ. A quoted saint took a young girl's blood to make miracle medicine, and then everyone died. Like... Holy... Ay, ay, ay. Wondered if he had been swindled by its previous owners. Gloomy, uninviting place, but didn't appear to be in disrepair. Coachman left my luggage outside the door, gave me an empty farewell, and went on his way. I was entirely alone. It's better than being tortured by what's-her-fucking-name. So... that was hard to see yesterday. Spent some time just staring out at the forest, but naturally there was nothing of interest to be found there. So I quietly turned around and opened the door to the mansion. It's certainly dark. The boarded up house is dark. Fucking brilliant. I could barely even see my own feet. Briefly, I considered trying to unshutter a window or two, but ended up deciding against it. Less inviting the place looked, the easier it would be for me to avoid contact with the outside world, as Dieter had recommended. Standing there in the darkness for several minutes, my eyes gradually grew accustomed to the lack of light. While it's hardly ideal, it was sufficient to take a look around the house. You know what? Him looking how he does kind of makes me want to play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines again. Because I forget I have that installed, but I don't have the unofficial patch. And I keep looking at that when I see everything on my desktop. I wouldn't mind playing Deus Ex again, original Deus Ex. Just because I'd love to see play GMDX again. Inside didn't seem to have received the same level of care as the outside. Everything was dusty and the air was many years stale. But I wasn't in a cleaning mood. I am a rich boy, I don't clean. What are you talking about? So I dug through my luggage for a bundle of candles, lighting one with a flint. A stained glass window. Alright. Examining the large room I found myself in, came across a stained glass window depicting an angel. The archangel, after whom I had been named, looked solemnly down upon me. I mean, honestly, he's probably just looking at you like, you poor bitch. I don't know what you rolled to piss God off, but goddamn, son. Quite the joke. 2 columns of evenly spaced pews ran the length of the room, all facing the multicolored window. Set the candlestick on a podium of some sort, which is when I realized this is a chapel. Yeah, it is, and I don't like this place now. Flat length of silver, bent in the middle, was mounted to the pulpit's face. When I saw it, I knew exactly what it used to be. A cross. Pews weren't facing the stained glass, but the cross. Why, though? Felt as though the mansion had been built up around the chapel, rather than the opposite. You're not far off. was perplexed as to why anyone would do that. Oh boy. Yeah, about that. But of course, there was no one around to state my curiosity. Not yet. Taking the candlestick back in hand, I made my way beyond the pulpit. Hey, there's the fucking door. God damn it. Nope. God damn it. Yeah. There. Actually, I want to make this save for a screenshot for reasons. No reason at all. Pressed one hand against a cool surface, and my heart leapt. It was abnormally cold. It should be a normally screaming hatred. Though the door itself seemed perfectly normal, an inexplicable anxiety spread through me. It was a very unusual sensation. My instincts told me I should stay far, far away. Yeah, we sure should. And my heart told me it was my duty to see what lay beyond. This is why you don't listen to your heart. What am I gonna find back there? Oh, please don't. After a few moments' hesitation, I decided to act in opposition to my instincts. Cool. Hey. You know, we gotta get fuck. I was looking at a long spiral staircase. Wooden stairs stretched so high I couldn't tell where they ended. Observation tower, perhaps. Yeah, it's weird. The stairs go up to hell. As if being pushed forward by some inhuman force, I mounted the stairs case. Third or fourth loop, soft light began peeking into the tower through regularly spaced rectangular openings in the stone walls. Through one such window, I gazed outside. And far off in the distance, beyond the seemingly endless ocean of trees, I saw a small village. Cool. Nowhere I'm even going to go. So many stairs. It had been quite some time since I had exerted myself this much. I hardly had any opportunity locked away in my chambers. Every step I took, I could hear my joints creaking and my muscles screaming. I was long since out of breath and only staying upright with the help of the wall. Yeah. This is pitiful. Damn it. Get those gains. But turning back never occurred to me. I had to keep climbing, had to make it to the top. And it was that feeling of necessity that pushed my exhausted body upward. Time I reached the top, I was practically gasping for air. Sweat streamed down my forehead. Wiped it aside, turning my gaze toward yet another door. Unlike the first. Oh, not Earth. A tangle of rope covered the surface. Layers upon layers of it, making this its intent abundantly clear. Nothing shall come in or out. It didn't look like it had been put there recently either, as much of it was rotted through. Out of curiosity, I grabbed the coil and yanked. The rope snapped in several places, chunks falling limply to the floor. Wasn't enough to allow the door to open, though. That's nice. People only seal doors like this for a reason. Sure do! Largely because they didn't want or couldn't allow others to see what hid behind them. Like what they did to me. A few moments I felt as though I was looking down at myself from outside my body. If it hadn't been this man but someone else standing there, would they have turned back at the sight of the sealed off door, acting as though nothing was there? Would they have done as I did? Ground my teeth, mix of annoyance and bitterness rushing, yeah. Did not hesitate. Boy, you probably should have. Held the flame of the candle up to the wall of the rope, careful not to set the whole thing ablaze. It's a stone tower, it's fine. Carefully burning through them one by one. It was repetitive and time-consuming, but I persisted, wiping away sheets of sweat before it streamed into my eyes. Sun was well on its way down before I finally managed to expose the door. Yeah? Took a deep breath, looked up at it, and gulped. We should have walked away when we saw this thing. There was something indescribably chilling about the door. Then I pushed it open. Yeah? Barely noticeable breeze pushed past me. Single ray of sunshine shone into the room, coming from a single window standing high atop the wall. Cast a milky white patch of light on the hard floor. What is it revealing? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. Oh, we weren't alone. The rumors say a witch lives in the mansion. Here I saw, in this cursed house. Yep. Cursed mansion for a cursed man. It's like I was destined to end up here. I had no way of finding out who the skeleton belonged to, so I left it there at the top of the tower and retreated into thought. Hey, let's retreat downstairs and seal this place. Hey, St. Michael, do you want to burn that thing down? Preferably now. Wondered to myself, how had the one-armed person died? I'm curious. Just wondering. How they felt locked in that room, staring up at that sole window so far out of reach. About the only thing they could have seen was the sky and the occasional bird. They yearned for more light, or had they come to despise the tiny patch of it that had trickled? Yeah, a little both. Had they been some sort of wicked criminal imprisoned for wrongdoing? Not all prisoners are necessarily bad people. Been branded with a non-existent curse, I couldn't help but think that perhaps something similar had happened to whoever they were. Vainly reaching out for the sun, constantly praying for the rescue that would never come. What had gone through their minds as they withered away? Anyone come for me? Well, yes. Unfortunately. Would my brothers keep their word? Would I, years from now, end up another pile of dry bones somewhere in this house? No. Unwanted and alone? No. Rather well hope with no one but the darkness to talk to as it sunk its teeth deeper and deeper. That corpse could be me in the future. Theodore, Georges, did you really send me here to keep me hidden? Yes. Or is this to be my grave? Can I put my faith in you? Trust you when you say I'll be able to return. Everyone will happily accept me. We'll all be together. I'll draw pictures and nobody will be left. Aww. All I really wanted was for people to accept me for yeah. Know that I'd grown to resemble the heart. Didn't need anything else. Didn't want to cause anyone anguish. Yeah, well. Didn't want to hate anyone. Wished to know who I wanted to be. Didn't want to be treated like I was a stranger. Yeah. I was asking too much, and at the very least, I wanted to have one person. It's too early to pour a shot. It's too early. Yeah. Pray that you can be that for me. Lurking quietly, mansion's all-encompassing darkness. I waited and hoped the day might arrive. Could come out of hiding. However, 1, 2, 3 years later, I'd still not been set free. Only my mother wrote me. In all her letters, she said the same thing. Yeah. Your curse is broken, come back home. Yeah, because Mom still thinks Michelle's a girl. Your curse is broken, I want you back in my life. Curse is broken, everything will be back to normal. I wait expectantly. Day you are free of that terrible... Yeah. The curse would never be broken, though. What it was now was what I was meant to be. All the time I'd spent it... Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Like, his whole story was fucking really fucked up. None of that was real. Theodore had said he didn't think I was cursed. Brothers didn't think I was some hellish demon child. So no, the curse would never be broken, because there was no curse to break. I wasn't cursed at all. There was no damned curse. The flow of time eroded away at me, slowly killing any confidence I had once had, sucking me dry of all trust for others and myself. Enough time I started questioning my own beliefs about what I was, started thinking perhaps I was cursed. Much like they had at the Bollinger estate, the servant who came by every month did his best to avoid making eye contact. Beyond just bringing me food, he was also checking in on me and making sure I didn't attempt to run away. And every month he probably went back and told Mother the same thing. My curse had still not been broken. Yeah. He doesn't. Somebody does. And I don't even know what to say anymore. If you do, I ask you to guide me. We finished his past. Like, I wrapped up last night where right when he left the house, the night he was about to get sentenced to death. He was gonna get executed, which... Oh, fucking hell. That, yeah. That was... Door 6 made me realize tequila mixes really well with, raspberry things. That's what Door 6 told me. It mixes very well with raspberry, multiple times, in fact. Oh, that was rough. Well, both of them were rough. His and, Morgana's. Like... Oh, of course. Yeah, that figures. Please tell me what I am. A collection of pictures and ones and zeros. It's less painful. Don't tell me that. Truly am cursed. Perhaps. Tell me how much my soul weighs, too. Honestly, your soul probably got... you know what? That's an exceptionally bad taste. Even for me. Probably not very much. That... I thought that was gonna be it, and then... I don't even know what to think anymore. I don't. Like, after everything that's happened before, it's like... Yeah, why not? Like, Jesus. This... The amount of shit this fucker's been through. That... The CG with her face is... Ugh. Ugh. I did not... I will see that face in my nightmares. I can already tell. Like... Ugh. Like, I don't even know what you say anymore. Like, I don't. Like, I've run out of anything to even try to say, because it's not going to be good enough. At all. Spent enough time alone in that dark mansion to drive anyone mad. Well, I think he went mad already from what happened before this, so, you know. More time that passed, the more I grew to question myself. Worth as a human being. The self-doubt and loathing became too much to take. Trekked up to the top of the observation tower to see the light. Ah, cool. Yeah, you know, you've got a friend up there. Ay. Sitting there in the hard-floored place. Oh, cool. Don't touch the body. Don't do that. Size of its bones, whoever it was appeared to have still been young when their life withered. Yeah, poor child. Even I feel blessed compared to you. Compared? It's like, what do I even say? Miserable, it must have been locked away in this tower. Fucking thrill me. Why not? I haven't poured tequila yet. Why not? I've got my shot glass over there and everything. Thrill me. Have your arm mercilessly severed. Yeah. You have my pity, though. I alone shall mourn your death. I alone shall take comfort in your presence. Poor child. Yeah, just wondering. Pretending to pity someone who had it worse than me. Oh boy, you have... I was able to feel somewhat better about myself. That legit remained captured in my head. Snore of sea. Oh, cool. That's great. That's... Fuck. As if I was in a position to pity someone else. Firstly, I wasn't in a position to be pitied. No, you still should be. Vainly, foolishly trying to convince myself of a lie. Spent hours, days alone in that tower. Oh, don't do that. There was a sight to lend credence to my alleged madness. Yeah. Over time, the air in the mansion seemed to thicken as if the flood were condensing. Water pushed out all the air, swallowing me up, suffocating me. Putrid mire. Was trapped at the bottom, this thick black sludge. Soon I lost track of the passage of time. My only landmarks being the dates on Mother's letters. Before I knew it, 8 years had passed. Oh, so this is where, oh, goddammit. Giselle comes. What the hell is this? I hadn't heard my own voice in so long I had almost forgotten what it sounded like. It was a delivery that day, but it wasn't the usual package. The servant was indeed carrying a large rectangular object draped in cloth. Shoving that into my hands, he said, "The regular supplies will be here in a couple of days," and then ran off. Huh? Presumably he was afraid to spend any more time than necessary with a cursed man. Didn't bother to say anything about it. Knew it was a waste of breath, and I was not inclined to hold it against him if he didn't want to look me in the eye, to exchange words. All I could reasonably do was sit back and bear it. As long as I kept my mouth shut, the man could do his job in peace. By the candlelight, I began unwrapping the package the servant had delivered. Boy, that was interesting. I mean, George is fucked up. Actually, both of them fucked up, now that I think about it. George is fucked up first, and then Dieter fucked up, and then everyone's fucked up. Fuck, am I kidding? Everyone's fucked up. A sheet of parchment fell to the floor. Inside the package was a painting. Just looking at it, I couldn't tell what it was, aside from the fact it was a portrait of a woman. Oh, yeah, no, I was... Like, Mom lost her goddamn mind, and Dad did some real not good things. Georges is a fuckwit, and Dieter, yeah. And Dieter slept around with his wife. And then the wife was a literal fucking hellspawn. It's like, oh great, everything's terrible. I knew those brushstrokes, though. They were very distinctly George's. Hey, speak of the devil. The woman depicted had white hair. White hair. There was a flash. A fresh jolt of pain that nearly faded away. Half dozen nails. Oh! Georges, you fuckwit! Blood had spilled from those couches. I had long since any sensation of pain, but now it was back. Georges, you didn't. All body came to a halt. Couldn't breathe. Drowning in a pool of imaginary... Crashed down to pick up the sheet of parchment. It was a letter in Mother's handwriting. First line read, as it did in all her correspondence. Yeah. Uh-huh. Every day I pray that your curse might be broken. Lately I've come to think, perhaps the reason you remain cursed, because you have forgotten what you are supposed to be. Oh, crap. Long as you spend that accursed form, it is little surprise you would lose sight of yourself. Return to your true self if you don't even remember what that... Ask Georges to paint you a picture. Hoping it might help you break free of your curse. Similarly, you have already seen the painting. Yeah, is it? I had hair, skin like glass. Yeah. Hey, I don't know about that. No. Not you when you were younger, though. Instead, I would imagine what you would look like. Oh. What you... Jesus. God fucking damn it. Somebody needs to take Mom's pen away, for fuck's sake! Oh. Oh yeah? Should he? Uh-huh. Eagerly until you come back to me. Yeah. God. All those years ago. None of that ever happened. Like, this is genuinely painful. Like, I'm not even on the receiving end of this, and it's like, oh, this hurts. Like, this hurts. Oh, yeah, the one who almost got... I'm waiting. Wait. Well... Alright, well... That makes sense. I'm amazed he didn't just burn the fucker. The letter ended there. Oh, gee, did it? Is there anything else you want to add? Really? Is that all? Uh-huh. Yeah. Seeming to insist. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh, yeah, what then? Yeah. Yep. Why? I don't even know anymore. Yeah. Why? Yeah, Georgie should have just straight up not done that. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? You could have just not sent the goddamn thing. Sent the floor. Yeah. Yeah. Supporting the god of art. Yeah, well, he's a dick. Why? Why would you do this? Say yourself you didn't think I was cursed. Uh-huh. I don't know if I want to know. That knowledge isn't gonna help. Why would you make this? Waiting for trust in you and Dieter. Yeah. Believed you would always. Sad all lie. Really think I'm cursed just like. That's why you haven't written to me. Haven't answered any of my letters. Honestly, I bet it was just... It's like the story with the goddamn witch. That's like, it's just coincidence. I bet anything they couldn't write because they just were paranoid. Like, I can't fucking risk it. I can't risk this right now. I bet anything that's all it was. And he's like, dude, if I did something, we'd all be found out. Like, I can't do anything, dude. I bet anything that's what it is. Where did your faith get you? Why did you even help me escape? Is it all for show? Execution just a lie. An excuse for you to send me somewhere far away. Was it? Tell me, Georges. The truth might be more pleasant at this point. I hate to say it. What about you, Dieter? Where do you stand? This isn't... Oh, cool. He isn't broken enough. Just kidding, Horace. Didn't have the strength to hold it in, and everything came spilling out. Squeezed by the phantom water. Girl in the painting just stared back at me, smiling. Down on my list as hard as I could. Uh-huh, yeah. I used to open the monthly door. Yeah, okay. Hang on. Strength. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I thought something else. This isn't me, I'm not this woman. Carved into it. Not how I look. With everything I had. Don't try to erase who I really am. Don't call me, don't say. Ugh. Torn to that smile, contempt surging from every slat. Well, yes and no. Well, it was something I said a couple streams back, like, is it Michelle or is it Michelle? And I said that as a fucking joke. I didn't think that was actually gonna be the case. I was like, God fucking damn it. Why did I have to be right about that? Because I think I said that yesterday. I was like... God fucking damn it. I don't... It's complicated. Let's say it's complicated and move on. One to curse the whole damn world. You know what? You probably should. At this point. Every last thing this wretched mire to become my life. Brothers for happily going about their lives as I suffered. Delusional mother. Oh no, she passed. That bitch passed delusion. Holy shit. Father for trying to have me killed. Supposedly trying to have him killed. We don't know that. Fucking... Yeah. No, Amy just deserves to get sent straight to hell. Do not pass go. The scolding gates of hell. Straight for her. Everyone. I didn't care anymore. I wanted everyone who would wrong me to suffer the same way I did. Oh, cool. Hey. Speaking of... yeah, you can make that happen. Yeah, voice rang out, did it? I can curse them for you, my dear. It was a woman's voice, muffled like they were several walls between me and her. Yeah, who is there? Swiped on my candlestick, thrusting it forward to the sides behind me. There was no one else around. Give it a little thought, it's not that difficult. When you figure it out, come to me. I've been waiting for so long for someone like you. Someone with such hatred for the world. How am I supposed to know who you are? How could you not, my dear? You visited me so many times. Held me in your arms, whispered poor child in my ear, again and again. No, that's not possible. I see. I finally truly lost my mind. Yeah, that would probably be the line where I would just look at myself and say, nah, I'm gone now. If that's what you wish to believe, then it's your choice. The way I see it, if you had truly lost your mind, you wouldn't be in so much pain. Voice still muffled and unclear seemed to be coming from somewhere far away and very close at the same time. Find your way to me and open the door once more. Let me out of my cage. Give me your hand. I knew in the back of the mind that it was all absurd. Nonetheless, I did as the voice said. Let myself be drawn in by the pleasant whisper. That's... Archangel stood proudly upon his glass perch, looking down at me. Gaze almost seemed judgmental. But I marched for the tower, unconcerned. Cool. Was it bad decision time? For so long, I've been waiting. Waiting for the day I would be rid of this darkness. For the day someone would truly set me free. When you arrived at this house, I felt the hands of fate at work. That you were led here, that you were meant to come to this place. You've been through so much to get here. I'm curious. Just wondering. I know your pain. You know what? Genuinely, she probably does. I know how it feels to be locked up, be tortured and used for others' gain. I don't know about that last part. The other one, yes. You were the only one to ever have pity for me, and I shall be the only one to have compassion for you. You were the only one to stay at my side, and I shall do the same for you. You can give me life again, you can resurrect me. Hey, let's not open this door. Hey, let's not open that door. That's a bad idea. Michelle, open the door, Michelle. Felt like I was no longer in control of my own body. Voice was tender in a way unlike either Mother's or Amy's. Enticingly so. Standing at the top of the observation tower, I pushed open the door. And the first thing I saw was the ray of light shining through the window. And nothing else. Oh. Oh. Thank you for opening the door. It was empty. Skeleton, which had been sitting there as long as I had been at this house, had vanished without a trace. Oh, cool. Spun around, my gaze darting back and forth across the chamber, but there was no one there. Only her voice whispering in my ear. You made this possible. You gave me the chance to have my revenge. Revenge. Now I can make those men suffer a hell even worse than the one they put me through. Constant, everlasting despair. Their flesh may turn to dust, but so long as their souls live on, their torture will know no end. Cool. Hey, maybe this was a bad idea. Tender in her voice crumbled away, leaving only raw loathing behind. She then let out a half-muffled cackle. Who are you? Oh, you poor dear, they locked you up here without telling you whose house it was. You sad, pathetic thing. Though that's exactly the kind of person I needed. You're not the witch, are you? What do you think? That I am the cursed witch who loathes this puny, wretched world, curses it. And my name is Morgana. I assumed the witch was nothing but a legend, a tale. If you don't believe me, I would be happy to show you. Hey, how about no? Let's see. I could place a curse on someone you have a grudge against. Drag them down into the dark abyss. You were the only one who granted me freedom after all. Sympathized with me, pitied me, appreciated me. You happily embraced my filthy corpse. Yeah. And for that, I will grant you your wish. Wishes can come true, Michelle. Much the same way I was able to come back to life. If you remain steadfast in your desires, they will become reality. For devotion and yearning are the fountain from which miracles spring. I cannot leave the mansion grounds, but that is but a minor inconvenience. Tell me who you wish to curse, and I can lead them here. I can force the cross you were made to bear onto them. I believe it in my power to perform miracles because you made my miracle a reality. So tell me, my dear, who will be first? Your second brother who made that ridiculous painting? George's? Shall we kill him? He deserves at least that. He brought you more than enough pain. But if you would rather, you could curse your mother instead. Or the woman who set you on this path. Or perhaps you would prefer your father. With him gone, you could return home. Ask and I will perform a miracle for you. I didn't think she was lying either. Oh boy, she's not. As ridiculous as the whole affair sounded, the skeleton had disappeared from the tower, and I was hearing a disembodied voice. Beyond that, the voice seemed to have a sort of magnetism to it. If magic truly did exist in this world, then her words were laced with it. There was a power in her voice, something that repelled any instinct I might have to doubt the things she said. So I, on the verge of losing my grasp on reason altogether, believed every word the witch said. Great. I wanted to curse them. Curse my brother's mother, father, Amy. And the witch was saying I could do precisely that. What will it be, my dear? There is no price. I don't require a sacrifice or a dark ritual to perform my magic. I simply wish to show my gratitude. I want you to have that which you desire. Who do you want to curse? Witch's sweet whispers hung in the air for a brief moment before wisping away. All the muscles in my body tensed up. Felt woozy like the floor was wobbling beneath me. Took everything I had not to fall over. Who did I want to curse? Oh, and you're welcome to choose more than one. All of them, even. I could curse them, and the witch would kill my family. I would be free. No one would know I had been born. Yeah. Why don't you become the new head of the estate? Who would I curse? Who would I kill? Dieter, George's mother, father, Amy. All of them? They had exiled me to this place. Have your revenge. Black butterfly floated across the room, single shaft of light. As I stared absently up at it, dozens of memories of emotions flashed in my mind. At the end of the day, we're family. We can get past anything. Yeah. With enough time, everything will go back to the way it was before. Just like it did for myself and George. I don't think it did. Call me crazy. I don't understand. Why would I think about them now? They abandoned me. Left me in that room for 2 years, and then left me here for 8 more. They don't care whether I'm alive or dead. So why should I? Why should I? Have you made up your mind? I have. And tell me, my dear, who will it be? Who will you curse? No one. Huh? You fucking what? I cannot curse anyone, Morgana. Surely you jest. I know just how much you wish to see them dead. I felt all your hatred, your despair, and you mean to tell me you can't curse them. It struck me just now that I can't do that to family. Cannot curse my own family. This is the family that cast you aside, labeled you cursed, made you suffer for years, and then locked you away in this remote mansion. And they don't feel even the slightest bit remorseful about any of it. I understand that. I know that they don't give the same weight to their words as I do. I figured that out long ago. I know I'm alone in my prayers, that they don't want the same things I do, that I trusted them more than they ever deserved. So why then can you not curse them? Because I don't want to hate them. I don't want to bring them suffering. On the contrary, I want them to be happy. You have no place in that happiness, though. That is a horrifically, just horrific line. Jesus. That's... In a game with some really terrible lines, that might be one of the more horrifically evil ones, to be honest. That is... It is a happiness that rests upon your misfortune. Why then should you not drag them down so you can find respite for yourself? I would find no respite by cursing them. How can you be so sure of that, my dear? I most certainly found a great deal of it myself. It was kind of deserved with you. Like, she actually endured a fucking genuine atrocity, to be honest. She really did. You're trying to follow your conscience. I can see that. But that good is superficial and all it does is shackle you. Remove the shackles and everything will be so much easier. Nothing you say can convince me to kill my family. Why not someone who isn't family then? Surely you can think of at least one person you would like to see dead. Oh, I most certainly can. I could kill her 12 times and it wouldn't be enough. Just because I would be happy with her death doesn't mean there aren't people who would be sad to lose her. Michelle, you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. No. Remove any one person from that group and the whole thing could come crashing down. All because I couldn't restrain my own hatred. Ugh. Concern for them will devour you. Don't think I'm not aware of that. You aren't. You don't know that at all. The only reason you give them any consideration is because deep down you still have hope. But hope has a way of forsaking those who give it a home. Hope is the first step on the path to the road to disappointment. Whichever. You have a problem and you need to take care of it before it kills you. You know, she's actually right about that. You and I, we were cut from the same cloth. While you may still care for your family now, In time, you will come to curse them. Consider that a warning, Michelle. Your hatred, your curse, is what brought me back to life. And there is no getting around that. We do have plenty of time, though. No need to rush to a decision. I'll show you what it is you truly desire deep, deep down. And I'll show you again and again until you finally acknowledge it. Hey, could you not? Black butterfly hovering by the window disappeared. Witch's voice grew distant. Overwhelmed. Collapsed to the floor unconscious. Oh, cool. Yeah, this is gonna go well. Had I really said what I did out of love for my family? Was I just afraid of crossing that line? Was Morgana right? Was my heart now home to a terrible monster? I actually had resurrected the witch with my hatred. Maybe that was what I was now. Darkness seeped down over me once more. I was again encased in a pool of despair. Slowly, ever so slowly, it wore away at me, eroding me into nothing. If I didn't come up for air, I soon would take the witch's offer. Cackling like a demon, I would place a curse on someone. I would kill them all. Reviving her was a mistake I never should have made. And not for the greater good or anything so noble. No, every time she spoke, a little more of my spirit died. Yeah, that's about right. From that day on, Morgana's voice became a constant fixture in my life. Curse them, kill them, curse them. She serenaded directly into my ear. No matter where I hit her, how deep I put my fingers in my ears, her voice resounded directly in my mind. Or head. Jesus. Decaf, it makes you illiterate. Hearing an incessant stream of curses from a disembodied voice was so unreal. So unbelievable that I felt as though I was being dragged away from the realm of humanity. There was an odd unsettling magnetism in her voice, allowing her malevolence to seep into me. It was downright torturous. Curse them, revile them. Do you really need to be in your right mind, honestly? Your fixation on holding on to your sanity is what's causing you so much anguish. Admit it. There's more darkness, more seething malice inside you than anyone else. That's why you were the one who resurrected me. Admit it. You do want to curse them, don't you? You do want to kill them, don't you? No, I don't. Holy shit, it is genuinely astounding he actually didn't lose his fucking mind. Except, you know, well, you know what I mean. No, I don't. I don't want that at all. I've told you this already. You're so desperate to deny it, Michelle. It can only mean that it's true. You would be able to maintain your calm if you were truly free of guilt. Do not wish to kill Dieter or George's or mother or father. I have no desire whatsoever to see them dead. Your constant babbling is messing with my head. Be honest with yourself, Michelle. You do imagine what it would be like to hold their... That's incredibly specific. To hold their warm intestines on your hands, standing over their bodies. That's really specific. No, I don't. That's not what I want. Don't lie, Michelle. You climbed the tower, you opened the door, you sought me. No, I wasn't in control. No, Michelle, you were. Enough, I'm done listening to you. Now, don't take your anger out on inanimate objects, Michelle. Do you even know where I am? Where are you? I'm standing behind you. In front of you. Now I'm beside you. You're just playing around with me, Morgana, mocking me for your own amusement. Not at all, my dear. In fact, I consider you a close friend. Why would I mock someone who means so much to me? We are not close. You will come to understand in time that we are very much the same. And when you do, you will also know that I am the one person who truly understands you. Enough, enough. Let it all go, Michelle. Curse it all with me, despise it, kill it, make it suffer, curse it. Please, just stop. And where might you be going, Michelle? Wherever you run, I will always be by your side. Are you going to pray to God to exorcise me? Now that's quite amusing, considering I'm the child of... Oh yeah, that's right. It was like she thought she was a saint. Fuck. I'm not trying to hurt you, Michelle. On the contrary. Stop talking, please. Just stop. I want to set you free from your misery. I can't take it anymore. Please just be quiet. Who's there? I'm here to deliver your monthly package. I see. Michelle? Is something the matter? Yes, I have a brain worm. Its name is Morgana. I opened the door and there stood a servant of the Bollinger estate. He seemed to be quite perturbed by the sight of me. What, you mean more than usual? I must have looked terrible. Morgana's voice, her words, sapped my spirit dry. A human. A normal person, not a witch or a spirit or a demon. I knew good and well that the servant would never do anything to help me. He wouldn't believe a word I said, but at that point, his humanity was enough for me to latch on to. Help me, please. Pardon? The witch, she talks to me, she never stops talking. Servant's like, oh shit. I'm begging you, please get me out of here. Let me go back home in your carriage. Please let me go back. The witch's voice, it's killing me. It won't go away, I can't escape it. Please, I need your help. You've gone mad. Yeah. You're crazy. See, this is why I didn't want this job. Having to deliver a surprise to this damn cursed mansion. Having to get anywhere near the Bollinger's youngest child. No, I'm perfectly sane. You sold your soul to the devil. Don't think I'm in the dark about that. No, I did no such thing. Not yet. You're completely insane. I'm done with this damn job. It's not worth all the riches in the world. Not if it means I have to be around a lunatic like you for even a minute. Why? I'm not crazy. I'm perfectly sane. I'm not mad. Michelle, your mind is far, far from sound. I won't hear it. I'm not mad, damn it. I'm not insane. I won't hear it. Hey, I don't think it matters what you want. The witch spent nearly every waking moment of every day at my side talking and talking and talking. About how mean-spirited humans were, how ugly they were, an endless loop of vitriol, and she never seemed to tire of it either. Every single day, on and on and on. She also made a point of reminding me about myself, everything I was trying to get away from. As much as I fought to ignore, to not let the things she said in, she slipped past every wall I put up. Her every word warping me, there was no escape. Curse them, revile them, remember the things they did to you. Close your eyes and envision it. I'd rather not. Remember the scorn in their eyes, the way their lips twisted as they laughed. You need only curse them, and you can wipe those reprehensible smirks out of existence. I'm serious. Please stop this, Morgana. Please stop talking to me. I'm begging you. I seriously can't take it anymore. Oh no, why would you say that, my dear? It's just the two of us in this gloomy old house. I don't see what's wrong with a little conversation. Your voice, everything you say, is eating away at me. I care for you, and everything I say is meant to help set you free. So I will continue saying it. You're allowed to hate the people who have wronged you. They don't deserve happiness. Someone who's always smiling for you is someone who's certain to betray you. Someone who values themselves above all will not hesitate to put others' lives on the line. Someone who covets wealth and power will sacrifice his friends and family to obtain it. These are the kinds of people you once surrounded yourself with. Told you repeatedly that I will not curse anyone. Why must you be so stubborn, my dear? I could ask you the same. Why won't you just leave me be? Because I can't stand to see you like this. With one word, you could be free of your pain. But because you insist on shackling yourself to your idea of family, you're making yourself miserable. You're the same type of person, Michelle. The type who has the right to curse others. Regardless of what kind of childhood you had or how much hatred instilled in you, Michelle, you are a cursed man named after an angel. You need to realize how twisted you are, and soon. I'm not twisted. Do you honestly still believe you're normal? Tell me what's normal about someone who happily embraces a skeleton. Yeah. Tell me what's normal about someone who hacks away at a girl's face with a knife. You are not normal, and I will repeat it as many times as I have to. You need to accept that. Why must you hold so tightly to your sanity? If you would just let go, you wouldn't have to suffer. No one is going to come and save you, my dear. Or wait, did I fuck up? No, I didn't. Not yet. The only thing that can save you anymore is your loathing. We are the same. I am nothing like you. I am not a witch. I'm not cursed. I'm human. I'm a human. Man. Ow. Yeah, a man. With that body. Oh, my dear friend. Let me tell you something you should be quite pleased to hear. Yeah? Do you know what some say about people like you? Those who are neither male, yeah? They are like unto God. Like unto God. Indeed. You should have been worshipped for your divinity, but instead your family cursed you. You are not human. From the second life was first breathed into you, your fate was decided. No, you're wrong. If I really were wrong, you would not be here now. You would be back home with your family. Perhaps you would have a pretty little wife, living a normal, happy life together. But you have long since strayed from that path. It's well out of sight now. I am not. A human, I'm a person, a normal person. The youngest son of the Bollinger estate. I'm an ordinary. No one, not a single person, believed me. Not even the witch was willing to consider me human, never mind my family. The archangel whose name I shared looked down on me. Witch tried to drag me into her world. My past constantly ate away at me. I had been imprisoned in this place for far too long. There was nothing I could do about my body. All of those things combined threatened to break me. Let out a scream, then stumbled out of the room in a frenzy. I had to get out of that place. It didn't matter anymore that I was forbidden from leaving the property. I just wanted all of it out of sight. They wouldn't let me come home, then I would run away. It was all I could do. Wanted to get myself anywhere that might have even the tiniest bit of light to share with me. I was desperate. Oh, cool. Someone, anyone, please, tell me I'm human. Tell me I'm a man. Anyone, please tell me I'm not cursed. Just wondering. When I opened the front door, searing light pierced my eyes. The world quickly went light. I couldn't see a thing, and then my arm began to burn beneath the sunlight. Huh? Black smoke rose from the sizzling What the fuck? Sickening stench filled the air. What? Excruciating pain quickly spread to the rest of my body. Oh. Why am I... Water. Slammed the door shut, restoring darkness. Gasping and groaning, I tread back to the house in search of water, which I'm sure the witch Morgana observed with a great deal of pity. Oh, I'm sure. I don't think you're in need... Did she actually make me a fucking vampire? Like, what? I don't think you're in need of any water. Take another look at yourself. What little light managed to worm its way into the corridors to guide me, I dragged myself to the chapel, stopping beneath the pale light shining through the stained glass window. How? I wasn't burned. In fact, my skin hadn't even turned the slightest bit pink. There was nothing wrong with me as far as I could see. Where had the pain come from then? And the distinct stench of burning flesh. This is your doing, isn't it, Morgana? Yeah, maybe. I know what you're experiencing. It's happened to me too. Sometimes enough emotional distress and despair can cause physical pain. The mind and body are much more tightly linked than you think, and your mind is far more damaged than you know. You poor, poor thing. You have my sympathy, my dear. You sad little child. Collapsed on the floor in front of the multicolored window. Felt like the whole world was closing in on me. Or perhaps metamorphosing around me. I was completely and utterly cornered, and there was no getting around that. Which left me with only one option. Stop fighting and accept the harsh reality before me. It would make everything so much easier. The whole world said there was something wrong with me, and I was the only one who tried to deny it. So in the world's eyes, that meant there was something wrong with me. I was abnormal, I was irregular, I was mad, I was cursed. I was not human, I was not a man. If I'm not human or male, maybe I should just call myself a witch. I did, however, remain firm in my refusal to curse anyone, unwilling to give up that last piece of my humanity. Everything else I let go of, which took a great deal of weight off me. I stopped caring, and I stopped thinking. I stopped wanting someone to accept me, and I stopped wanting to run away. Sunlight no longer caused me agonizing unseen burns, but in exchange I became emotionally empty. Discarded my faith and my hope, building a shell of cynicism and closing myself within. And in time that became my normal. I began to believe it was what I wanted. Tranquility filled my days. Time trudged onward at an almost imperceptible pace. The witch's whispers no longer caused me aggravation. Fucking hell. God. And it's gonna get worse. Great. That's wonderful. Essentially, nothing of note happened over the next 2 years. One point, a man with an unusual disease stumbled across the mansion while wandering through the forest. There is little more to be said. Oh, I'm well aware. I'm aware. We're not done. The story ain't over yet. I accept that. Wandering through the forest, but there is little more to be said about that. For nothing at all could have convinced me to care about someone else. Spent much of my time sitting before the fireplace. I'd covered the stained glass window with drapes, loath to even think about the damned archangel. Staring at the dancing flames, I was able to forget the passage of time, watching unblinking as the red and orange tongues flicked back and forth. Seemed to be spread outward from the fireplace, consuming me. Whether by the raging infernos of hell or the cleansing fires of purgatory, the thought of being swallowed up and burned to ashes by a massive conflagration was quite pleasant. Oh, of course it is. Those visions never became reality. Tell me, Michelle, what are you thinking right now? Do you still not want to curse them? Look at yourself, Michelle. Look at how you're living. Do you really want this life? Have you ever thought about dying? Oh, cool. Yeah, that's great. Wonderful. Michelle? Would you like to die? That's the right answer. God has said that taking one's own life is a sin after all. That's good, Michelle. You've made the right decision, and I shall be there with you until the very end, my dear friend. Honestly, part of me did desire death. I just didn't have enough energy to take my own life. Great. My mind and spirit were too far decayed. However, in my 10th year... Oh, this is when Giselle appears. The door opened once more, and time sputtered back into motion. When you showed up, Giselle, everything I'd given up on, and everything I thought I'd lost, it all came back. At first, as you know quite well, I was deeply mistrustful of you. I hated having you around, but if I hadn't met you, in all likelihood, I probably would have continued down that path and become a demon. But you seem to me like a rather handsome man. I'm gonna try and finish this tonight. How much is after door 7? Because I'm assuming this is door 7. How much more is gonna be after that? Because if it's a lot more, give me hours. How about that? Hours-wise. I think I get what you're trying to say, but my mental image of a witch is definitely more a woman. Oh, fucking hell! You've got to be kidding me! Oh, Jesus! I thought I was at the end! Because I saw the average was like 30-some hours, and I'm at 30 when I started this. Alright, we'll get that done and see. Alright. Great. So you're not a witch. Cool, thanks. Tell you the truth, I didn't know who might be here, which had me rather scared. But I think I can make this work. It did. Oh, fucking wonderful. It's a pleasure to meet you. Great. After taking care of Giselle into my room, I was, to be quite honest, dumbfounded. And it was, naturally, the witch who stoked the fires of my apprehension. Why would you let that woman stay here? She came from the Bollinger estate, and we both know how you feel about your family. Chase her out. Give her a little scare and she'll be gone within the day. If you'd rather not, I could always frighten her in your place. A rattling window here, a couple broken glasses there. Small things like that to accentuate the eerie atmosphere. Are you going to say anything? Why do you care about her at all? Bitch is jealous! Oh, now, don't be like that. I live here too, so why shouldn't I care? And I am not fond of nosy people. Or sprightly women like that one. Bitch is jealous. That's something we can both agree on, isn't it? You don't like that woman, do you? Not yet. The more a person smiles, the less you can trust them. Though I hardly have to tell you that, do I? Stop talking. Now, that's not very polite. This is a family matter. This is none of your concern. I was merely offering to help rid you of a pest. I don't need your help. I will get rid of that woman when I'm ready. But first, I will find out what secret she's keeping. Then I will go back to living in peace. Very well then. That pest has no place in your sweet solitude. The world before you now is so much kinder, so much warmer than the one you used to know. Well, good luck then. And if you need a helping hand, don't hesitate to ask. Oh, and by the way... What now? You've changed, my dear. And I like you so much better like this. I always hated how much you reeked of human. Cool, yeah, of course you do. You were blessed with a body like unto God. You were personally created by his hands. I could only dream of having what you have, but you only wanted to deny it. Now, though, you act the part much better. A saint resurrected by the closest living thing to God. Perhaps this too could be considered a miracle. I don't like that word after yesterday. Morgana? Yes. You are a deranged, delusional woman. Also, yes. Why, thank you. She's just like, that's so nice of you. God damn it. Giselle was a woman who smiled a great deal. Jade eyes seemed to glitter every time she made a new face. The more she smiled, the more vibrantly she spoke, the more suspicious I became. I couldn't trust someone who smiled that much, especially not a woman. Yeah. And the way she kept trying to get friendly with me didn't help that impression at all. I had a hard time believing she honestly wanted to get to know me. I couldn't help but think she was trying to fish for information. Anyone who tried to get close to me had to have some ulterior motive, like Amy, who had only done so to satisfy Mother. Yeah, I don't want to think about her. I don't want to think about that. Perhaps my mistrust could have been considered paranoia. Honestly, after what happened, I can't exactly blame him. But even 10 years later, flashes of that nightmare would still come back to me from time to time. It would take more than a few attempts at being nice for me to trust this stranger. Eventually, I came to the realization that she was hiding something, and I convinced myself it was out of guilt. So I wrote Mother in search of something I could use to tear her down to get her out of here. I should have listened to Dejel rather than talking to Mother or the witch. Yeah, you should have. But I had conflated her with Amy in my mind, so I was unable to see where the truth really lay. I was only able to perceive her as malicious. So instead of her, I put my faith in Mother's word, despite Mother never once doing the same for me. Really? Looking back on it, I know he wasn't in a good place, but he should have thought about it. It's like, wait, why am I asking that crazy bitch? She doesn't... Her mind's busted. Why am I even thinking about that? And then something bad happened. Oh, cool. Oh, great. So how much insanity do we have now? Beloved daughter Michelle, I deeply regret having to put you in this situation. Oh, it ain't the worst. I never wanted to let that woman get anywhere near you. She is a witch. No she isn't. Terrible, sinful witch. Again, no. A dreadful, tainted woman. Again, no. Oh, great. I've been told that like 3 times, and I still... Only yesterday I actually poured a shot. Then again, I am opposed to drinking during the week, but we'll see. Tomorrow, we'll go a bit farther. She lay with my husband. Yes, but mostly no. With your father. She is a lowly merchant girl who wormed her way into our family. No. No. So she could exploit your father for money. Again, no. Committed a grievous sin. No. Sin of adultery. One of them did, and it wasn't her. Tried to have her executed. Yeah. But your father wouldn't allow it. So instead, he had her banished to atone for her sins. No, he tried to make a cover-up because he realized he fucked up. Unaware that you already live there, and I could not tell him either, for that is mine and your brother's secret. I pray you can find it in your heart to forgive your mother for her failings. Should I write you a list of how many you are? Forgive me for delivering a witch to you. I would not be surprised if she tried snooping around. She is a ruthless fiend who will do anything for money. Should word of your curse happen to spread, it would surely draw unwanted attention from the church. We have no allies except each other. No, you don't. Michelle, in this letter I've included a knife. The blade has been blessed with holy water, which should allow it to eradicate the corrupt evil soul of the witch. Oh, cool. That's great. I ask of you, with all my heart, to send that awful creature back to hell. Yeah, and then that happened. It was storming that night. Oh, it sure was! Erratic claps of thunder ripping through the sky. Giselle let out a panicked scream, shoving me back. Look in her eye kicked into emotions I had thought I'd lost. I knew that face. I knew that scream. Because that face had once been mine. I'd screamed with that same utter despair at the world. Back to the way things were. Yes, finally, it's quiet again. I'm honestly surprised she stayed as long as she did. In a way, her tenacity is rather impressive. Not many would persist for so long in the face of such obvious disinterest. You know no one would try to get friendly with you without good reason. Information about you carries considerable weight outside these walls. But the look on her face then... Was that really her just putting on an act because I revealed her scheming? No, you're both absolutely broken people. If you think she was afraid of you, you're mistaken. You're technically right. That's how people behave when their sins are brought to light. She was screaming, though, and she looked genuinely terrified when she knocked my hand away. You're not gonna let a woman's screeds cloud your judgment, are you? A woman can make a weapon out of anything. Tears, a smile, fear. The day she arrived, you recognized her smile as fake, so surely you aren't gonna fall for this. I'm not falling for anything. Yeah, there wasn't anything to fall for. I feel like I know that frenzied panic. You should. Something doesn't add up. Just nothing, my dear. In fact, what perplexes me is why you didn't simply kill her when you had the chance. Are you afraid of the sight of blood? The blood of your tormentors has no more worth than that of a wild boar. I mean, you don't fuck with boars. You should have sliced her throat without a second thought. Jesus, woman! Although, I suppose that would have made quite the mess. Now that makes more sense. You were not afraid of hurting her, you merely didn't want the burden of having to clean up afterward. Jesus, lady! For fuck's sake! How very like you. Yeah, be quiet, please. Oh, come on. Oh, come now. That woman's finally gone and it's back to just the two of us. And you don't want to talk. Not if you're gonna say that. Silence, please. As you wish. I will celebrate your accomplishment in silence, my dearest friend. I imagine she's out there, half buried in the cold earth by now. I get chills every time I consider where I would be if I had done as Mother said. If I'd killed you. Or if, out there in the forest, you had succumbed to the unforgiving weather. Almost dead. Life had never given me much in the way of good fortune, but you coming back, you being alive, was absolutely a blessing. I'm done. I can't take it. I'm through with this world, this whole world. Oh, right. This is when she was like, I don't want to live anymore. You don't have any idea what I went through there. How hard it was to just keep myself together. Yeah, I do understand. I know very well how difficult, how painful it can be. For no one to believe you. No one to accept you. I know far too well what it's like to want to scream that you're done with this whole damned world. I truly do. Yeah. That day, for the first time, we saw past the surface. Got to know each other as people. It was nothing more than a single small step. But for us, it was like we had moved a mountain. I still remember how the light felt as it shone through the windows we opened together. It didn't burn. While this might sound melodramatic, I feel safe in saying it was probably the gentlest light I had ever felt in my life. Following my reconciliation with Giselle, I started turning back into my old self. Well, I suppose that's not quite correct. Fuck the music. I felt a comfort and peace with myself that I never had before. May have been the first time I was really human. Having someone else around began to feel normal. Something I was certain I would never have. It was incredible. Though to someone else, our time together may have seemed frivolous and empty, our conversation meaningless chatter. I never thought the day would come when someone would laugh at something I said. Someone would smile at the sight of me. However trivial, seeing Giselle's smile made me happy. Oh darn it, where'd you get off to? Are you here? Are you in the vase? What's all the racket? Is something the matter? Yes, a cat. Huh? A cat. A naughty little cat's been sneaking into the cellar for the past few days, so I'm trying to catch him. If you happen to come across him, don't let him get away. Right. What will you do once you've caught him? Well, I don't want to punish him, that would be mean. If he insists on coming back, I think I'll take him in and teach him how to be a house cat. You mean to keep him? Are you not fond of cats? I don't mind them, no. Then there you have it. Hope it doesn't take too long to warm up to us. Maybe it'll help if you give him a name. Oh, a name? That's a great idea. What should we call him then? You decide. You want me to pick a name. This is your house after all, so it's only right you would be the one to choose. I'm not sure I follow that reasoning. What does the cat look like? Well, he's wild, so he's dirty, I guess. And he's kind of got some spots here and there. Are you gonna give him the one name? Is he ugly? I'd say so, yeah. Alright then. Ugly special smarts. That's a name. Why on earth would you want to call something that? What does Mark II even mean? Be quiet. It's on you if he runs away. God damn it. Time with Giselle made a normal person out of me. Made me able to tell stupid jokes. Frustrated or surprised or exasperated. Started showing actual emotion. Silly, meaningless banter became something precious. Heart of stone began to soften. World she created for me is what I had yearned for my whole life. Having lost half of it imprisoned and spent the other half playing an identity that conflicted with how I felt in my heart, it was the first time I genuinely felt like I was allowed to be myself. You're not a kid, so don't be picky. It's not good for you. You make a mockery of the culinary arts. I've heard quite enough. Sounds like I'm gonna need to put your taste buds through some intense rehabilitation. How about this? Play a game against me. And of course, if you're open to it, doesn't have to end there. Continue getting to know each other for years to come. Though I did my best to not show it, I think I treasured our time together even more than you did. I'd latched onto it, desperately refusing to let go. I needed it, and I needed you. Why are we here? Crap. Are you listening, Morgana? I can hear you just fine, my dear. Now what brings you all the way up here? You know you can call me from anywhere in the house. My bonds to this tower have been broken. This is a conversation we can only have here. This place where we first met. Or the place where we first met. It's time for us to part ways. My desires haven't changed since our first encounter. I wish to be a person. To be a man. Exactly. When I'm with Giselle, I am that. She makes me into the person I always wanted to be. And now you wish to be rid of me so you can complete your descent into the realm of the unclean. I do. You came all the way up here just to tell me that. A needless formality. I'm sorry, Miss Chill, but we are kindred spirits, as much as you may want to deny it. You can be second only to God, yet you spurn his gift. I am nothing like you. I'm human, nothing more. I shall not condemn you for your unyielding resolve, but rather pity you for being so utterly blind. Allow me to make a prediction before I depart, Michelle, cursed namesake of the Archangel. You may think you're making some sort of progress, but the fact of the matter is you've gone nowhere. That smile of Giselle's being able to withstand your... Will that smile of Giselle's be able to withstand your secret? You know better than anyone that no one can accept what you are, not even her. You will never be with anyone. I understand that. No, Michelle, you don't understand. But you will soon enough. What you have now is not true happiness. It's empty. Naught but a masquerade. And when the night is over, the mask will come off. So what if it isn't permanent, isn't real? Does being ethereal make it worthless? Why can I not want something that doesn't last forever? This is the first time I've ever found joy in my life. Those moments of happiness only serve to worsen the loss. The sweeter the honey, the more you despair when the pot runs dry. Sooner or later, you will return to me begging for my help. And I have every intention of giving it to you. I will not hold this over you either. For when you come to me, it will be in the time of your utmost despair. When your little paradise finally comes crumbling down, you will become what I am. So I will take my leave from your side in anticipation of that day. Until we meet again, my dear. Crap. Hello? I was just looking for you. I ate up some wine and thought you might. Is something the matter? No, I'm fine. Thank you. No, it's nothing. All I did was warm it over the fire. Are you sure nothing's the matter? I shouldn't be hearing the witch's voice anymore. So yes, I am fine. Oh, wow. That's wonderful news. It is. No, I don't think it is. Giselle seemed quite relieved when I informed her the witch would no longer be bothering me. I know she didn't believe in the witch, but that wasn't what mattered. What did matter was that, despite likely questioning my sanity when I had first told her about it, she hadn't tried to pull away. She treated me the same as before. She never stopped smiling, and that meant so much more than whether or not she believed in the witch. With Morgana's voice no longer constantly in my ears, my life started to feel like some approximation of normal. In fact, I would say I was probably happier than most. Nevertheless, I intended to keep a certain degree of distance between us. For what the witch had said rang truer than I wanted to admit. You'll never be with anyone. Having been born into this body, that was my reality, and there was nothing I could do to change that. I had come to accept that, or so I'd thought. I wasn't going to covet what I couldn't have, but I had gotten a taste of that sweet happiness. I had started to develop a great affection for that smile, and as much as I tried to tell myself I was just getting caught up in the moment, that the feeling would pass in time, found myself unable to restrain the, yeah. Crap. The day by the fireplace, I thought that all I wanted from you was friendship. Have you in my life, always nearby. Thought if we were simply friends, I would be able to see that smile, even if you were to learn what I was. If we were merely friends, you would be able to accept that. So keep these things I felt inside at all costs. Fuck. Yeah, however, each passing day, each gentle smile, affection for yourself, reached the point where as hard as I tried to keep it contained, all it would take was the slightest nudge for it to come spilling out. Made me desire what was out of reach. I was convinced I'd changed, because this happiness had become my everyday. I had no right to any such thing. But I came to wish that I could be the center of your life. Yearn for you, and I wanted you to yearn for me. And like the fool I am, I thought that with you, it might even be possible. Crap. Honestly, it's no trouble. I mean it. You just took me by surprise, that's all. I am pleased. It doesn't matter how it turns out. You drew it for me. Whether it's good or bad is irrelevant. I'd be happy with anything drawn for me by the man I love. Yeah. That one word set me into motion. I had long since fallen deeply, utterly in love. Yeah. There was no escaping that. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then that happened. Listen very carefully. Yeah, I remember this. Nevertheless, there was also no escaping my past, what I was, knowing I could never truly be with you. Could do nothing about this body, pushed away, seeing all the color drain from your face. I knew I had to take that step. Thought that maybe you could change my world. Really did. Well, I mean, as much as you said, together, we could change everything. Walk a new path side by side. So, decided to trust my... fuck. Yeah. Happy I could cry. Hey, you might be. I, too, was elated. Yeah, okay. Let's move on. Thought I was a kind-hearted man. Love for you was pure and chaste. Wanted to be that for you. Beneath the surface. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Despite saying I didn't want to hurt you, just having you by my side was enough. Desire... Yep. Let that heat... Yeah. And you couldn't. Uh-huh. Yeah. Just emotionally, but yeah. 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 Yep. I mean... Yeah. Ugh. Pray. Long. Wish all I want. Yeah. I'm gray. I've always known my true color. No way of becoming it. It's always known what I am. World refuses to accept it. Time I claim a normal, 5 save an abomination. Would it really have been too much to ask for me to be born normal? Be who I truly am? Is that really so much to ask? Began to change when I learned my father Antonin had passed away. Georges would, I assume, be busy preparing to take his place. Ugh, fuck. What he said was true. I would be welcomed back to the estate. No longer be a demon child, but a member of the Bollinger family once more. Down I thought I couldn't completely believe it would actually happen. 11 years in exile, I had no idea how they felt about me anymore. Would they even remember a promise they made so long ago? Fear they wouldn't threaten to consume me. She often seemed to do put my mind at ease. No matter where you go, you'll be there with me, Miss. No. It's true, I'm nervous not knowing what the future holds. But not as scared something not in a scared something bad might happen kind of way. Hey! Yeah, about that. It's more of a jittery, excited, nervous anxiousness. Confident the two of us can overcome anything, no matter what obstacles may come our way. Together we can create an even more wonderful future. Could I believe her? Yeah. Could I have faith in her wonderful future? She would always be there with me. We would return to the estate and finally move on with our lives. Together we could create a future. No, that wasn't a question. I wanted to have faith. I wanted to believe as much as she did. I wanted to believe that, even if I was gray, I could have a normal life together with her. She had rescued me from the depths of hell, and now I wanted to make her happy. And then life happened. After taking that step in our relationship, I made numerous attempts to reveal the truth about what I was. Every time I tried, pain gripped my... Yeah. Words faded into nothing before they could reach my lip. I knew that if our relationship were to continue, I would have to tell her eventually, but merely imagining her face, twisted in disgust, nearly crushed me. She was everything to me, so as we prepared for our departure, I decided it was time to make some changes. Time for me to break out of my rut. What happened next depended largely on whether Mother and my brothers were willing to accept me as a... The course my future took was in their hands. And, you got an answer to that. In their hearts. They couldn't accept me, then I couldn't return home. Prayed from the bottom of my heart that things would turn out for the best. Family would accept me for what I was, and they would accept what I had with Giselle. Decided I would tell Giselle everything after I received their responses. And I hoped dearly she would join me wherever I ended up. Couldn't provide Giselle the same kind of happiness and I could, but if she and my family accepted me, I would do anything I could to build a happy family with her in my own way. And so, I sat down to write. Yeah? Mother, there's something I wish to tell you, something that means a great deal to me. So I ask of you, please hear me out. And I ask of you, please accept it. Mother, I no longer bear any resentment for my present lot in life. Probably should. Nevertheless, I would ask you to concede one thing. That I was never cursed. That I was always your son. That I am Michelle, not Michelle. I found someone whom I care for dearly, a woman, and I love her with all my heart. I would like to spend the rest of my life with her. I do not wish for much, simply to have a quiet life with her. To go through our days together, man and woman, that is the one thing I want. Mother, I know you're aware that my body is no longer female. I am a man, my heart is male, and I ask of you to please accept that. I have no grudge with you. In fact, I am incredibly grateful to you for bringing me into this world. With love, your dear son. Rather than a reply, I received a visit from knights ordered to kill me. Yeah. Michelle, tell me, why do you think this is your fault? What is your curse? Oh, so we're gonna get an explanation on this. Oh, fuck. Your curse. It isn't just the color of your hair and eyes, is it? There's more to it, isn't there? There's something else, isn't there? Can you hear me, Morgana? Morgana, please say something. Your predictions, they were right. I was a fool and you can laugh at me all you want, so please say something. Death? Death to the unholy one. Death to the heretic. Death to the witch. Why won't you answer me, Morgana? Why can I not feel you there beside me? You said you would help me when I came for it. Well, here I am begging for your help. Please, come back to me just this once. I know you're there somewhere. Please, before they break down the door. Shell, I'm all right. It's okay, I'm not scared. You're here with me after all. I'm fine, it's all fine. So please hold me until it's all over. Please stay with me. Uh-huh. Hey! Shell, my dear, why would you ever believe that fairy tale nonsense? Why would you ever think a wonderful future awaited you? Here you are now, wretched, pitiful. For that, you have my sympathy. I will help you in your time of need. Finally, you speak. Shell, I can feel the despair emanating from you. You hate it, it kills you. This is how you're rewarded, for fighting to be yourself. You know exactly who sent those knights, don't you? They rejected you, rejected what you are. Hey, Michelle, are you alright? Your family, unable to accept your body and heart, branded you a heretic and turned you over to the church. Yeah, they did. And did you hear what the knights were saying? They even accused you of being a witch, taking my sins and placed them on you. Come back to me, Michelle. You hate them, don't you? You want to curse them, don't you? You want to kill them, don't you? I shall grant you that wish. Out of your hatred and despair, I shall make my own wish. And that wish shall become a curse upon your family's wicked souls. You'll grant my wish then, Morgana? Yes, absolutely. Tell me what it is you want, my poor little darling. Let your contempt flow free. Give me the names of those you want cursed. I want you to protect her. Excuse me? If they find her, she could be accused of abetting a witch and executed as well. So please use your power to keep her safe. You said you would grant my wish, did you not? That was not the wish I was hoping for. I know, but that's the wish I want you to grant. Morgana, then offer me something in return. Such a disappointing wish will require a sacrifice. Step beyond the door, my dear, and witness ultimate despair. That was my plan anyway. So long as I'm considered a heretic and marked for death, my being alive puts Giselle in danger. Indeed it does. Yet here you are, shaking like a scared little child. Of course I'm scared. There isn't a single person who doesn't fear death. Please keep her safe. You're the only one who can help me, Morgana. You have my word. From this moment, I vow to protect her life. Giselle, please hear me out, Giselle. I never thought anything good would become of my life. I never thought I would find anyone who truly understood me, who would be happy to have my love, and for that, I hated the world. I was in constant torment, living in the shadows. Then, a single ray of light shone down on me. You, Giselle, delivered me from the darkness. I'm scared, Giselle. I'm terrified. I used to think my life was meaningless. It didn't matter if I lived or died. Now I can't stop shaking. It's perfectly normal. I'm scared to death too, but what scares me most is losing you. So please allow me to repay you. I said I would do anything for you, so let me do this. I haven't given you anything. I haven't done anything for you. So give me one final chance. Yeah. What? What are you doing? Get back in here, Michelle. What? Why the door? I can't open it. Michelle, what did you do to the door? Come on, get back in here. I guess you really can perform miracles, Morgana. I don't want to lose you either. I know that by doing this, I will bring you pain, Giselle. But I can't make you happy no matter how hard I try. And I realize that now. Say something, Michelle. You're out there, aren't you? Please, please don't do anything rash. They're going to kill you if you're out there. Sel, the witch told me, what? That she would ensure your safety. Michelle, she isn't real. There is no witch talking to you. It's all in your head. Figment of your imagination created to alleviate your loneliness. Rest assured, she does not lie. I pray that someday she will be able to get past this, to move on with her life. She needs to know that that's what I want. I have to find the right words. I'm pathetic. Voice is so shaky. Please listen. You're a wonderful woman, Giselle. Spirited, true to yourself, deeply sympathetic. You are not to blame for how difficult your life has been. Most of the fault lies with me and a bit of bad fortune. That's all behind you now. Once this is over, you can start anew. Yeah. So survive, live a good, fulfilling life. Move past this, live your life, and always love your family. I know you can do it. That is my wish for you. No, I don't want that. Yeah. No one else. I don't want to let you die. Uh-huh. Yep. Get back in here, Michelle. Open the door. Choices to live on without you, I'd rather. Your scars will heal. You'll find a nice man, have a wonderful family. Why? Because you have a good family. You have a mother and a sister who love you. You were to be executed here with me. You'd be marked a heretic as well. Family would be condemned. I don't want anyone else to suffer that kind of disgrace. I can't tell you any of that, because I don't want you looking into why I'm a heretic. So this is where we part ways, Giselle. Ugh, god damn it. Yeah. We shared together. Months since our relationship blossomed. Been the brightest days of my life. But if there is a next life, I hope you don't mind that I pray we're able to meet again. And this time, that we can find each other once more in another world. God damn it. Shell? Thought I was prepared. Thought I was doing something good, something I could be proud of. I'd give my life for her with head held high. Wasn't long before I realized what the witch had meant. She had warned me about. And she had said ultimate despair waited beyond this door. It is our holy duty as knights of the church to deliver punishment unto the heathen who made a pact with the devil. You are sentenced to death, your body to be hanged upon the cross for 3 days and 3 nights, wherein your unholy flesh shall be purified by the fires of heaven. Why? What are you doing here? Stared up at the night, eyes wide, voice within that helm. Uh-huh! Uh-huh! Fuck. Belonged to my elder brother. Shall now be executed. Do you have any final words? I knew well enough that Mother was not in her right mind, but while her refusal to accept me had hurt, same time I had somewhat expected it. It made sense to me. In her madness, Mother had declared me a heretic and reported me to the church. But this theater... God damn it. Men wield swords and fight against dangerous enemies, and they do so to protect the weak, women, and children. I am here to protect you and your mother. What are you doing here? Why are you pointing your sword at me? Are you smiling under that cold steel helm, frowning, or staring expressionlessly? Though your transformation was too much for Mother and Father to accept, enough time, everything will go back to the way it was before, just like it did for myself and George's. Yeah. It was all unfortunate timing. You said that would all go back to normal eventually. Can I trust that even if the whole world says I'm cursed, you'll always be on my side? You'll always be my brothers. Can I put my trust in you once more? Yeah, absolutely. God damn it. Oh, yeah? Did you now? Did your vow have any meaning at all? Spent years here in this dark house waiting, believing you would come through for me. Why? Why are you standing there, half a dozen knights at your back, saying I'm to be executed? God. Yeah. I fucking want to. Don't you dare cry, Michelle. You're standing here in front of this door as a man protecting the woman he loves. so you mustn't cry. Who is it you're sentencing to death? Michelle Bollinger, or a demon child, naturally. Or a witch, perhaps. Why? If I'm not an angel sent from heaven or a demon child, then what am I? What on earth? What are you? You're a Bollinger. You're a family, and that's all there is to it. Our familiar bonds have long since been severed, Chris Witt. Yeah. Now I see. Giselle, this world. God damn it. So many blades pierced my flesh, a sword in my chest, lances in my arms and shoulders, arrows in both my legs. Could hardly even tell what hurt anymore. From within was much clearer, cracked audibly before shattering. I'd like to. Not cry. Make me more pitiful. Ay, ay, ay. Ugh. God fucking damn it. I believed in you. Yeah. Yeah, when I was younger, I idolized you. Uh-huh, yeah. And you said, uh-huh, I could be like you, be proud of who I was. Many have faded somewhat, though that may have faded somewhat after being locked away for so long. Admiration for you never went away. You of everyone. Yeah. Thought. Say, yeah. Welcome her into the family. Yeah. Make something. Pretty good cook after all. Rifle through the basket before lunch. Peter would scold. They're watching. As unlikely, Reach I knew it was. Had the faintest. Yeah, it might come true. Yeah. Fuck off. Oh, god damn it. So my life came to an end. Wasn't the end. Oh, fuck's sake! You gotta be fucking kidding me! Oh, come on! Oh, great. What now? What else? I don't know what comes next could be called my story. Huh? Memories of these events linger in my soul. Being pierced by Dieter's blade, found myself looking down upon my own corpse. Oh. Okay. How could I have ever imagined that I would be made to witness my own misery even in death? Watched as my oldest brother dragged me to the place of my crucifixion, and my soul evidently still bound to my flesh, was dragged along with it against my will down to the nearby village. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. I don't like this. Fuck. No, I'm getting a fucking shot. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Alright. Let's fucking... Oh, I really don't like that picture. I really don't like this picture. I don't want to keep going. The knights. The knights have returned from their holy quest. Oh, how we've awaited your arrival. How glorious it is to see you. Waiting for us there was a cluster of villagers. A large cross lay on the... Oh! Oh, don't do this. Oh. Holding torches, they formed a crowd around the knight. Oh, yeah? Men who had come to ransack the mansion were standing there, staring at my body in awe. The Lord's judgment has been delivered. No longer shall we live in fear of the curse befalling us. Oh, I don't know about that. Eternal peace is assured. You have assembled all the tools you need to... Oh! I don't want to keep going now. I don't want to keep going now. Cross beheading such a heinous sinner, which threatened to curse us, sullied our pure ears with its blasphemy. Done no such thing. I ain't cursed anyone, merely been defending myself. Been armed and outnumbered me, so I said what was necessary to chase them off. Our poor harvest and our suffering at the hands of the greedy lord were all the work of the witch. Why then were they acting like I was at fault? Why was I the sinner, and why did I need to be judged? My soul trembled at the overwhelming fervor consuming the crowd. Zealous desire to see judgment cast. So I prayed. I asked God to grant me the smallest of miracles. Let my voice reach my brother who carried my body. I don't think he cares anymore. Please don't do this. Please hear my voice. You know me better than that. You know I've done nothing wrong. Men smirking at the sight of my body. They're the ones putting the blame for their sins on me. Please tell me you at least don't think I did those things. Don't put... If it was Mother who sold me out to the church, then surely you can give me a respectable burial. I don't want to keep going. I don't want to keep going. I don't want to keep going anymore. We would have you, O knight, deliver the Lord's judgment. Why do you say nothing? Except it... meant to punish me. Hey, let's not. No, how about no? I don't. No, I'd rather, no. Lowered my corpse to the ground to begin. Oh. In that very moment, I realized the purpose of hanging someone from a cross. Uh-huh. Please, I'm begging. No. No, don't. Of course my voice had no way of reaching. Fuck's sake. Moment, pleasant silence spread through the... Yeah. Crackling of the torches, the only sound that could be heard. With a mocking laugh, one man spoke. There it is, the devilish creature. Get away. Fuck's sake. Body, please. Simple thing was all I was missing. Frame like a man. Yeah. Heart was a man. Yeah. It's so... God damn it. It's frightful. File the sacred... Is that what people really thought? No way to make them... Well, possibly imagine how miserable... Live in a body that didn't... And even the slightest bit, all I wanted, yeah... Really, so heinous. This is actually painful. Like, this actually hurts. Just depart this world in peace. Body away. That's all I ask. Can't do that. At least burn me. Christ. Arms together at the wrists. I didn't. Okay. Yep. And that sound is never going to leave my nightmares. Nope. That was... Oh, I did not need to hear that. Tyson couldn't. Attaching several, lifted it. Oh. Nice with their... Yeah, of course they fucking did. Lack of trying, I was unable to get away from the cross. Didn't say a word the entire time. Full day hanging there began appearing. I feel ill. Saw it grimaced in disgust. Night's data included listeners taking their leave. Soul behind. I don't... The rocks are... Warner died always a big... 48 hours, black-feathered birds and maggots at... Oh, great. Yeah, I didn't need to know that. Couldn't imagine any less pleasant a sight than my own... This. Oh, fucking. That's. All the rocks they could find and started. I am not. Man, it's real loud in my head right now. Yep. Settled on a winner. Torn off the most. Oh, I don't feel well. Let's take their place. The night came and went. Sunrise on the fourth day, I received a visitor. Watch your step, madam. Crucifix. Oh. Is it his mom? I've been through. I thought nothing more could possibly affect me. Oh, fuck. Oh, please, just let it end. For God's sake. Uh-huh. Yeah. Knew it was her instantly. Older and bonier than I remembered. Bags under her eyes so dark they look like bruises. Blonde hair faded almost white. Always recognized my mother. What are you doing here, mother? Father. The 13 years I had last heard mother's voice, it had grown raspy and weak. Still distinct traces in it of the woman who had raised me, stayed at my bedside when I was sick. I lacked a physical body, I still felt a deep, piercing chill at the sound of her voice. Mother. I did not. No. Are you fucking kidding me? Years I suffered at the hands of. Stole my daughter away, tormenting, endless. Trying to. For. Oh, dude. Yeah. Self to hate my bird. Nothing but for. Disagreed things and relation kept writing, pretending when I hurt. Stand doing it. Horrible wreck. What? For fuck's sake. Free of this. But I suppose I still did end up breaking you. Oh, she doesn't deserve to be. Oh, of course. Oh my god, is she gonna fucking do it? Are they going to have her fucking... Oh, for fuck's sake. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Smoke. See a faint. Jesus fucking Christ. Rather, I suppose it more shattered. Things I saw, made to watch. Harrowing. Yeah. Ghana had been right. Anguish that came after knowing happiness was much greater than anything I'd felt before. Trained me of the willpower to bear the sight of the world, rather than give in to the hatred like she wanted. Despair to myself, and curse to bear a grudge against anyone. Bruh. Fucking, and I cannot emphasize enough. My own extinguishment. This whole began to crumble, neither ascending nor falling to hell, fading into darkness. For the first to go, eyes, mouth, vanished into nothingness, heart. All the emotion had once taken root within it, scattered like waves. Completely, wholly decomposed. Couldn't stand to allow my soul to return to the living world, no matter what might take residence in. Length of time later, I began to hear a sound, muffled and indistinct. Mere human in form I had no ears to speak of. Sound gradually increased. It was a voice. Where are you? What are you doing? I'm still praying. Still wishing for you to appear. Praying for so long, I don't even know how long it's been. Before you left, you said you were going to pray too. You hoped we could meet again in another life. I'm not misremembering. Come back. Drawn in by the sound of that voice, I began regaining some of what I had lost. It took an incredibly long time. Body and soul had been ground to dust. Rejected myself, scattered it to the void. It takes several lifetimes to find and reassemble all those pieces. I can remember about you. It's your name, skin, red eyes, and the hair. Nothing else. I thought in my mind, my body, my spirit, my heart had all been eradicated. But every time I heard that voice, I thought, I must return. Well, thought is perhaps inaccurate. It was not so much a conscious idea as an instinctive force. Slowly buried the overwhelming pain I'd suffered in both life and death. Began to search for the source of that quiet, constant whisper echoing in the emptiness. After that tiny fleck of light, the one thing in the world that seemed to desire my presence. I'm no longer the girl I once was. I built a thick cocoon around myself. Cocoon I can't break free of. My unprotected shell is devouring me. I'm waiting for you inside. Always. You'd be able to recognize the person I've become. Get me out. Long last, I found the ray of light. I saw it. And I had an absolute certainty that if I followed it, I would reach the source of the voice. I had to find them, had to set them free. Desperately had to give them back what they had given to me. Sense of purpose is what sent me back into motion. Void was so expansive, endlessly deep. Reaching the end of the trail of light was no easy task. Struggling to follow it to the source wore my barely held together soul thin until it crumbled apart once more. Again and again I lost myself. Can't account for how much of my time chasing after that light. Gaps in my memory are large and frequent. Nevertheless, after countless cycles of breaking down and reassembling myself, over hundreds of years of wandering, I finally found my way back to that mansion. When the two of us had our long-awaited reunion, neither of us were our old selves any longer. In my endeavor to return, I had worn my soul down to almost nothing. I was but a vague shadow, completely devoid of memories, and that was the beginning. We met each other anew, lost and broken, devoid of life. Darkness here reminds me of my time in the void. The despair that filled my shattered soul as it sunk into the endless abyss. Emptiness I felt as my body crumbled and faded into nothing. Michelle, the poor soul who was named for an angel and born with a curse. Made to bear an unfairly cruel fate. I'm the only one who sympathizes with you. The only one who understands your pain. The only one willing to help you. I'm sure you're not feeling particularly fond of me right now. Not after I made you relive the past you wanted to forget. You so wanted to forget. Every moment of that despair. Not after I revealed your every last secret to the woman you love. But you must face the truth, my dear. You put your life, your very soul, on the line for this woman, and even she would not accept you. As I've said before, that's the normal response. She's no worse than anybody else for it. You simply aren't something people can accept. You believe that even if your family wouldn't, even if your dear brothers wouldn't, Giselle would be able to accept you for you. She alone was different. She alone was special. She alone wanted you in her life. That she alone would extend her hand for you. You never doubted that, did you? But, Michelle, hope exists to be crushed. And the stronger you cling to that hope, the more you have to lose. You can hear that, can't you? Her mocking you, scorning you, rejecting everything that defines you. The revulsions in her voice. This is the woman you fought so hard to get back. Don't do this. Focus on her voice. Don't. God. Yeah, please stop. Don't want to hear it anymore. Make it stop. Can you blame her, though? Hundreds of years she waited, trusting you, and you came back to her a woman more than once. If you think about it, you betrayed her first. Fucking... Yeah, please, it's enough. Tell me, what was it like? How did it feel to be born and live as a woman? You spent your life insisting you weren't a woman, and yet your soul chose a... Oh, fuck. That's right, every time it was... Oh, fuck. All those gaps in your memory were from your lives as a white-haired girl. There was the kind, mild-mannered, flaxen-haired boy. He... Oh... Just... stop. Like, this is actually... Why won't the hurt stop? Like, god fucking damn it! Was the deranged man beast. Finally, there's the man. Yeah. This is fucking... Faith in the wrong person's thumb. You expect her not to be disgusted. She was forced to watch again and again. Fuck's sake. Like to know what you're doing right this moment. No, I'd rather not. Because I'm not gonna like that answer. I can already tell. No, I don't want to know. Yeah. Uh-huh. Crying as you have done so many times before. Tears they wash. I don't know about that. Also like to know how you look. Probably not. Huh? body and in heart. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's gonna be really bad. Uh-huh. Oh, cool. I mean, is that right? Still fresh and raw. Brother who you trusted completely. Makes you dream to joining. Still flows from those wounds. It will never heal. So long as you remain yourself. Oh, God. Probably not. No. It's quite a bit, doesn't it? I did not inflict those wounds on you, though. They're your own and no one can erase them. You lost everything, Michelle. Tell me, what do you have left? You were robbed of your pride, your dignity, your life, your identity, your very existence. And the love you thought you still had, well, she's gone and left you behind too. So you refuse to curse anyone. Why do you not take what you deserve from those who stole everything from you? You have every right to vengeance, and I'm offering you the means to have it. Curse them, my dear. I cannot curse anyone. Fucking... You gotta be kidding me. Disappoint me, Michelle. But if that's what you want, if you won't join me in my hatred, then so be it. I'll accept we are not as similar as I once thought, and as much as it pains me to do so, I will release you. I will even wish for your reconstruction into the body you desire. You shall descend into the mortal realm as a human man, never to set foot in this cursed mansion again. Imagine it. After waiting for so long, you will finally be able to obtain the body you so desperately seek. Have a wife and create a happy family of your own. Wouldn't that be just lovely? I'll make that wish for you, my dear. You can have that life. All you have to do is walk out the door. Holy shit, I went a long time without a save. It's that easy. Just let go. Let it all go, Michelle. I... Don't listen to her. I wondered. Okay, hang on. I want to do that just to see what the ending is. That easy, just let go. So that's going to be an ending. You made the right decision, Michelle. Your tragic tale has finally come to an end. You're free from the grip of this cursed mansion, free to begin your life anew. I wish you a wonderful life, richly fulfilling and abounding in light. For you, my dear friend, I will not cast a curse, but give you my utmost blessing. Farewell, Michelle, until our souls cross paths once more in the boundless sphere of fate. Like, I know that this isn't... This is going to be an ending, but I'm waiting to see how it fucks up. Michelle? Is something the matter, Michelle? Huh? I've been trying to get your attention for some time. You were just staring off into the distance. Wait, is this literally a can I make a I'm fucking myself joke right now? God damn it. Great. Trying to get your attention, but you were just staring off in the distance. Oh, sorry, I'm fine. What were you saying again? Are you sure you're okay? I was saying we need to settle on a destination for a trip next month. Anywhere you like is fine with me. That's always how it goes with you, isn't it? You're allowed to have an opinion of your own, you know. We'll end up going to Prague again if you let me pick. There's nothing wrong with Prague. We can go see Muka's stained glass window at St. Vitus Cathedral and visit the Petrine Gardens again. Maybe this time we won't be late for the Walk of the Apostles at the clock tower. Alright, then we should start looking at hotels. It was a day just like any other. A layer of clouds drifted slowly across the sky. We sat across from one another at a cafe's outdoor table. Nothing particularly noteworthy ever happened. Our lives were quiet, unspectacular, but fulfilling. And yet, at the same time, I felt a sense of emptiness, like there was something irreplaceable missing. I can't seem to remember what it was, but I feel like something terrible happened to me. Buddy, we passed terrible so many fucking times. She was sitting there across from me, so I wanted to say something nice for later. Something to make her smile. But for whatever reason, I couldn't get my mind off the cloudy sky. Last thing I wanted to do was make her worry, because her smile, so soft and subtle, meant the world to me. Smile was always restrained, meek, yet somewhere deep down in the depths of my memory slept images of a wide beaming green. I didn't know anyone who had that smile, though. Michelle? Lifted my head at the sound of her voice, and a gentle breeze like a baby's breath brushed across my cheek, rather, my lip. What? Notion I couldn't find a name for, couldn't put into words, suddenly sprung up within me. Michelle? Why are you crying? Crying? Am I? Are you sure everything's okay? Yes, I'm fine. I think I just got something in my eye. Oh, alright. You had me startled there for a moment. I've never seen you cry before. Giselle. What is it, Michelle? Never mind. Clouds are starting to thin out, so we should head home. Sure the cat's hungry, too. Oh, you gotta be shitting me! That was ending 5? Oh, fuck, we got more than I thought. Shit! I thought that was gonna be like 6 or 7! God damn it! I thought we'd have... Like... I don't even know what to say of that whole thing. Like... What do you even say to that? I don't know... Okay, it's better if we start. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'll go back and make sure I get the, make the one choice. And I'll make a save there. So I'll get this and then make the save. Just so I know. Okay, yeah, we'll stop there. Because that was a lot. Like... I don't even know what to say. I genuinely don't know what to even say. Like, words aren't good enough. Like... I knew it was gonna be a turn. Holy fucking shit, though. I don't even know what to say. Nothing I say could be good enough. Like, nothing I say is good enough. But, yeah, we'll continue tomorrow. That was... I didn't feel well. I felt ill while reading that. And I've got a fairly decent tolerance for shit like that, and I still don't feel well after reading that. Like, the context of him dying and then that happening, I still don't feel well. Like, oh no! It's the fact he had to fucking watch what happened for all the shit happen for those days, and then see his own mother burn his corpse. Like that, that's probably the most fucking horrific thing I might ever see or read. I thought we were gonna be done today. It's like every moment of that was fucking traumatizing. Like, if I saw that, like, years ago, that would have probably fucking traumatized me, like, that would have traumatized me, probably. Like, even the things I've seen is, like, that's actually one of the most horrific things it's up there. Like, dear Lord. I'm gonna try and pass out after that now. Fucking hell. Yeah, I think we'll keep going tomorrow. You know, if I can bring myself to. Like, yeah, I'm gonna try and pass out. Like, oh, my stomach hit the floor when I realized what was coming. Like, the moment I saw the priest, I was like, oh, you're not alone, are you? Boy, he wasn't. We're not done. The only reason I say I want to see if it sticks the ending. I am willing to give it a 10 out of 10 for being able to successfully traumatize me. So, it's got that going for it. Which is probably one of the highest watermarks I can give something. It's like, oh yeah, no, it traumatized me on a very personal level, so, you know, I kind of love it. And I mean that completely genuinely, as a compliment. I really do. Like, it takes a lot to make an impression like that on me, so I'll give it that. It's genuinely been incredible so far, but I need to wait to see how it sticks the ending. I can't believe that was ending 5. I didn't think we'd have that much more left. I'm genuinely worried what could be coming next. But that's Monday. That's tomorrow. I'm gonna go scream into something for like an